good evening. Another episode of my live stream, Office Development. At least today, Office Development. It's July the 9th, I think. Yes, 10 p.m. at my location. And let's start the show. Welcome back. Last week we updated the GitHub repo for what's it called? The Office Development repo from Microsoft. And let's bump this up a little bit. Let's go to the code window and have a look if there's still something around there. Let's go to GitHub. Today I want to have a look at the task pane. Should be able to trigger it from the ribbon. This time is a new implementation by the Office team. So I want to have a look at that. First, let us have a look at the repo from last week. See if there's any change in progress there. Open pull request in one repository. I think that's the one. Update packages and update web pages to make it look better. I think it's still open. Wants to merge, is still open. It's open, yes. So let's have a look at something different then today. Let's first go to the Office Developer blog and see what's new over there. Office Development blog. This is not the Office Development. It's called Microsoft 365 these days, I think. That's not the developer blog. Let's check dev.office.com. No. No. Come on, guys, where is it? Office Dev Center. There it is. Let's have a look at the latest information here. Blogs. Stay current. That's what you want to do. I think they also released the lists these weeks, announcing a simplified API for Office scripts. It's an important one. I actually want to have a look at. So let's make a little note of it. Notepad. Copy the link. Get notified of presence changes. That's interesting. Use webhooks to receive notification when the user's presence changes. All fun, but it's not what I was looking for. Content and recommendations. Let's have a look at Excel. There's the simplified API again. Communicable, that's the video on YouTube. The last ones were the orange ones, the web view 2 that we've been looking at. Code debugger, we've been looking at the code debugger. Office scripts with Power Automate. Yeah, so my guess is there will be one new video in about 2 weeks. Let's see when the call is. There's the call, let's hold it. Script lab for Outlook. I think this was in the blog that we have been going over. Excel, there's no differentiator for the add-ins. They're add-ins. Okay. Well, let's go to the GitHub site for the Office development site. I think I had open already. Here. Samples. There's a pull request. Templates for shared runtime project, dependency fix, update packages, issues, sample request, contextual ribbon UI. This is the one that I want to have a look at. Hey, Fani! Man of the moment. How's life, man? Still working? Let's see. Can we have it read aloud? No. Oh, that's interesting. Let's try that. Let's see if that works in here.
We're breaking the large scenario manage ribbon and task pane UI and run code on dock open into smaller bite-sized samples.
How cool is this?
This request is to break out the part of the sample that shows how to programmatically open and close the task pane. So this sample only focuses on how to open or close the task pane and show that the task pane is only hidden, not shut down.
Yeah, you should indeed go back to streaming, Fani, because you're losing your audience. Because you're already on the live coders, and I'm still working on that. So you're a live coder, but you're not live coding. Let's see, there's an example for this with the open close thing. You're breaking a large scenario, manage ribbon and task pane UI, run code on dock open into smaller bits. Is that this one? README? Yeah, this one has all the options in it, not only to open and close the task pane. So they want to get a new project with just the open and close task pane in it. And let's see if we can do that today. And I think it's already in the same project, PnP Office add-ins. Blob master samples, yeah. Let's check tower. Because I'm still checking out the tower software. If it's running, there it is. Let's see. Let's check Office PnP Office add-ins. That's the master, yes. So I want to create a new branch. I think this one can be deleted already because it was already merged. Merged by Dave Chestnut. That's a Microsoft guy. Well, let's leave it for now. Create a branch. I'm used to doing this in the command line, but trying to learn something about the tower software. Create a new branch from master. Name it open, close, task pane. Task pane, yeah. From the master, trigger the master branch. And check it out. Create branch, yes. What? What? File exists. What's this? Another Git process seems to be running in the repository. What's this? Another Git process seems to be running in the repository. An editor opened by Git commit. Make sure all processes are terminated and then try again. If it still fails, a Git process may have crashed. Remove the file manually. Something's over here. Let's check. That's what I don't like on this kind of tools instead of the command line. Kind of interesting because it's showing this, So it did create the branch, I think. Was just not able to put the head on the new branch. Where is it located? Need to find it on the Explorer somewhere. There. So many things happened in the last month. Taking it easy, but we'll get back in business soon. Well, the problem is that you're already in business, but you have to do some leisure time. It's almost holiday time, isn't it? Git status. Let's see. Git branch. No, I don't want to create it. I want to check out. Open, close, task pane. Ah, command line, it works. Oh. Samples, I think. Let's make a directory. Make directory Excel. Open, close, task pane. And bring in Yo Office. Come on, you can do it. What's up, guys? Bring it on. Wow, that was fast. Office add-in task pane project. And I think we want to create a clean one to show off the task pane. Angular, React, single sign-on, contain manifest only. Custom functions, no. Let's try the task pane project. Let's do JavaScript to keep it clean. Open, close, task pane. Now let's do Excel. All done, running npm install. Let's set my Twitter account to live coding. Let's check. Twitter. AAFVSTAM. Yeah, live coding. Cool. wrong? That's interesting. Back to where we were. No, that's not the one. Still running. In the meantime, what we can do, let's go back to tower and have a look. This now they had changed to open close task panes. I'm not sure what was happening. Working on the working copy. Okay, it's already outdated. If you look at this. Oh, really? That's not what I wanted exactly. Let's move it all over. Where is it? Samples. Open close task pane. Let's bring out everything to a directory lower. On the other hand, maybe it's easier to do it this way. Cut and bring that in here. And then delete this one. Need to close this one. Try again. There it is. Now rename the other one. Open, close. Where is it? There it is. Excel. CD Excel. Good. Dot. Also open the big project with all the items in there that we are basically going to strip into this simplified one. Let's close the blog item here and clean a little bit up. This is the video. And let's close this one. Sample request, open close task pane. This was the project. Excel shared runtime scenario. That should be in here as well. Open runtime. Which one was it? Excel shared runtime scenario. Excel shared runtime scenario, this one. So git ignoring there, code dot. Certificates. Question is, do I also get this in the other one? In here? Not really. Certificates. No. resources in there. Let's first try to... There is an asset in there. Let's build. npm build. Oh, okay. Start is working. Bring in Node. So I wonder if it's also bringing in Excel. Come on, give me the properties. My machine is really slow today. Compiling, yes. Got it. Open close task pane. So I actually have this thing now. And it's yellow. That's actually working. Now let's see. Because if we now trigger the button again, it's reopening it, reloading, but we want to enable and disable the task pane. So we have to have a look at the original one, the big project. Close Node. Now let's try to build the other one. Close all of this. There's a readme in here. Enable buttons, set the toggle load behavior. Contextual ribbon UI, so it enables, disables the buttons. Something like this. Build and run the solution, npm start. Get global. Request update. To enable disable ribbon buttons, the add-in uses the Office ribbon request update method and passes a JSON description of the buttons. Anytime there is a state change that requires the ribbon buttons to change, the update ribbon is called, which sets if buttons are enabled based on global state variables. To open and close the task pane, the add-in uses Office add-in shows task pane and Office add-in hide method. Set the runtime load behavior. The load on document is open. So this is a different one. So basically the only thing that we want to do right now is this one. Open and close the task pane. Let's find this in the code. Copy. It's in there. it's TypeScript, so I should have used the TypeScript version maybe. Set runtime visible helper. Return visible. If visible, then show as task pane. If not, you're going to hide it. So the first thing that we need to do is go over to the manifest and make sure that we have two buttons, because there's no option for a toggle button, I think. There's the update ribbon thing. With the button IDs in there. So here's the Office APIs helpers .ts in the root. So in that case we need Office APIs helpers JS in our project. New file, Office APIs, what was it called? Helpers. Helpers.js. And the manifest. So we need to add an extra button in there. Close the README. Bring in an additional button. Close task pane. It's in the task pane group. Close task pane, there it is. So we have two resources in here. Located in the short strings. There it is. Short strings. And we are deleting this one, task pane button. Copy this. Open task pane, copy, and try to find this one. There. And there. Super tip. Tooltip of the super tip. This one can now go. Oh. Now we have to copy this one. Copy and still go to the next. This one. Copy of this one. It's probably. Let's have a look at that. Copy, paste, close task pane. See, let's just copy the two. Go to this one. Let's find the other open task thing. Execute function. This is what happens when the command is triggered. This is the button. Open task pane. Open the task pane. End control. Then we have a close task pane. End control. Copy. There's the button. Paste. Let's check what's in here. There's this control, but control is button. And the ID is button open task pane. The label is exists because that's this one. Not sure why it's also showing on the super tip. Tooltip title, the resource ID must point to the short string. Tooltip description must point to the long string. So this one must be in the long strings. And it is. Let's check if we have the icons. Yes. Okay, so now we have two extra buttons in here. On the task pane, let's see if we can show them already in the task pane. Not sure what you're doing. It's attaching the debugger. I guess it's not. Oh, it says the debugger is attached. There we have it. Open task pane, close task pane. Close is now disabled. By default, probably. Let's see what's doing in the debugger. This one. Compiled successfully. Looks like it's actually running on F5. I didn't quite expect that, but let's try. Let's see what's happening if we just click the open task pane. Nothing, because the function is not available. That's my guess. There you are. So let's kill this. Don't save. And cancel this one. That's already stopped, apparently. Let's check the function in here. Function name, button, task, open task pane. Let's see. To bring in the function, I think. Where's the function? Open task pane there. Copy. Find it. That's the manifest command. There's the command. And there's something with a button in there. Let's find update read. No, that's a lot of places. Adding command function need to be available in global scope. It's commands. Let's go back to the other one. Not this one. The manifest. This one. Must be, this is a manifest. That's the one. Get global as any. And because we don't have a TypeScript version in here, we are doing this in a JavaScript function. Get global. Do we have commands over here? Source, commands JS. There's the get global. Same thing. Export function get global. Console log. Let's try do the same thing. We can. Why is there a squiggly? So we don't have a console here. No console log. Let's see, console. Don't have a console in JavaScript. I have a question about console login. I'm working with JavaScript worded in troubleshoot because I don't have a console. Because I don't understand where the console log output is sent. Reacted in, but all my console log things don't work. These are probably TypeScript versions. Okay, let's leave the console out for now then. Let's try and find this. So log. Find all, go to definition. That's in a library. It's TypeScript, yes. I don't have the TypeScript in here. Window. It's also TypeScript. There's a lot of TypeScript. I should have selected TypeScript, probably. To make it easier. Well, let's just get rid of the console log then. Already removed. Let's go to get global. global. Something like this. Type of cell, not this, undefined, it's exactly the same. Type window, global, self window global, self window global, so that's exactly the same. Const G is get global as any. We don't have an as any in JavaScript. G action is action. Oh wait, that was the one. There's no action anymore because we now have this one. Open task pane, close task pane, copy. Replace that with this, I think. And then we have the open task pane function in there. Let's bring that in. Copy. And there we go. That should be a plain function. Not an event, I think. Open task pane. Clicked. Runtime visible helper true. State. We have a state in here. State. I don't think we really have a state thingy. In here. Controls. That's something like an array or something. State set connected. That's this one. Let's try this one. That's the function. This is the definition of global state. Is your state initialized? I think it would be easier if we do this in TypeScript. Let's redo all of this. too much difference in there. So let's close this. And close this. Let's clean this up a little bit. Open, close task pane. Probably need to close some windows as well. Let's remember the name. Copy. This one, delete the JavaScript version. Yes. It's really slow today. Let's do this again. Samples. Oh, already. Command. Code. No. Yo. Office. Task pane project. Let's select TypeScript now. Oh. This one. Copy. Okay. Excel, open, close task pane. Excel, open, close task pane. Demo, maybe. Excel. Then update all the packages, maybe. Popped your speaker. There we are. Yeah, rip this up. Come on, you can do it. CD, Excel, open, close, task pane demo, code, Open the other one. See the Excel shared runtime. So basically this one is just having the global state thing. Code dot. Now let's do it again. Go into manifest. Go to the buttons. Where are the buttons? Insert data, some data, start group, enable adding start, disable adding start, task pairing group. This is the button section for open task pane and close task pane, all within the task pane group. Let's see if we have a task pane group in the other one. Where are the buttons? Group, show task pane, action. There's the button. There is more, command group. Group, commands group. I think we can all remove this because the commands group label, let's check what's in there. Commands group. So what if we just remove the complete commands group over here? That removes also the action. Let's see if there's an action in the other one. Show task pane. Action. There's an action in there. This is the other action, but this is handled by the thingy in the code there as well. So we can completely move over the group, task pane group. This one. Label resource ID commands group label. Why is that outside the group? Oh, it's nested, I think. Or did they just forgot about it? Let's try to find this. Toso data. Let's check what it is. Commands group label. npm start. This will bring on the extended demo with all the items in there. wondering what it's doing with the command group label. Compiled successfully. So it should bring in Excel now. Isn't it doing it? It's not bringing in Excel. 5. It's already running. Don't think so. Let's see. Terminate job. Yes. 5. No. This is what we did already. npm run, maybe? No. Let's see the Excel readme. npm run side load. npm start, it should do the npm start. This one is the other one. Control tick. This is bringing up the Node version. It should also happen on the other side. But successfully. There it is. That works. Close. Don't save. Not sure why Node is not kicked in on the other side. Maybe I did it from here. npm start. Building. It's running at 3000. That's actually not true. HTTPS, localhost 3000. There it is. So if we run Excel now, it needs to be running side loaded according to the text, I think. Where is it going? Build and run solution. Command prompt to run start. This will open a second command prompt. It takes 5 to 10. When finished, should say compiled. Back in the original command prompt. Say npm run sideload. npm run sideload. It's a two-step thing in here. There it is. This brings in a different tab. Okay. So instead of the home button, this brings it in the separate tab. Let's try that as well. Okay, let's make a screenshot of this. For reference. So if we go and look in the manifest over here, the ribbon is called Contoso Data. Terminate this one. So data. That's this one, the command group label, short strings. This one. This command group label. That resides in this custom tab, the extension point. Extension point, share time. Why is this called share time? Custom tab, share time. Don't know. In the extension point. Function file is an HTML page that includes JavaScript with a function for execute. Action will be called. Think of function file as code behind execute function. Okay. That's the root of the item. Let's first have a look at the extension point. Extension point there. And instead of the Office tab, we're now going to create a custom tab. Custom tab. And the tab is called like this. Group, service group. We don't have a service group anymore. We just want the buttons in here. Startup group. Task pane. This is the group that we need. One button, second button, and the group and the label for the commands group thing. It's actually the first item in the list in here. Copied it side by side for now. Have a look at this one. This is the one starting over here, so we bring that to the top. Then we have the icons for the command group. Let's see if there are icons in here. Doesn't have any icons. I also think that it doesn't need any icons in here. So it just has the group. Group has the label and the icons, not the tab. Unless the tab should have an icon as well. Let's see, icon group, another group. In this case, only gets the label and no icons. So we could leave it behind. Custom tab, group, label, icon, control. Custom tab, label, group. Custom tab, group, label, icon, and the group. This one is all to the bottom of the other one. I would think that this part should go indented. Move the original group. Icons, button, tooltip. Let's copy this out. Keep it as a reference. because I also need to change this, I think. Custom tab. Indeed. Now let's find all the resources. Short strings. Short strings for the buttons and for the task pane group. Copy. And the Contoso data as well. Copy. Bring it over. Remove the startup service. So this is the tab. This is the group label. And we have the open task pane, close task pane label. Same thing for this thing. Long strings for the tooltips, I think. Something like this. Get started description. Is this have a get started? Yes. Choose an open add-in, then connect to Office 365 and get started. Then connect to Office 365. This is not right. Go to the Contoso, what's its name? Contoso data tab. Click the show task pane button. And is it called show task pane? No, open task pane. Open task pane. Open the task pane. To get started. That should be right. This is one control. Buttons are in there. Only thing is not defined yet is the functions. So the entry point is this one, the commands URL. Now we have a task pane URL. So how is that done in this one? URLs. Commands URL, that's the commands HTML, yeah. Contoso add-in URL, that's this one. That will be replaced by the task pane URL. It's not even in there. There's commands URL. Function file. commands URL. Interesting is that this one goes to the index HTML and not to the commands HTML. So I think this one is not used anymore. No. And this one is also not used anymore, I think. No. So the question is, why does it go to commands instead of index? Here's no index. There's no index in this one. This is the index file. We have to strip this one from all the stuff. So in this case, there should be an index. Index.html. Index.html. Three times. Default settings. Default settings. This one. So that should be rewritten. Copy. Paste. Second one. Task pane URL. That's a duplicate, I think. I think this is not used. So my guess is that you can just remove this. But let's leave this one intact in one piece. This one was this one, that one was the other one, and this is the third one. That's actually the one that we need and that we have in here. Then Webpack plugin. Should bring this in. The plugins. Copy. Webpack. Plugins. There we have the plugins. Commands is probably no longer necessary. functions. Chunks app. I think this one is obsolete. Save. Then we have this one. In Webpack Common JS. Copy. There's no Webpack Common JS in here. There, config. Let's bring this over to the other one. Copy. Paste. There we have it. ESLint is not defined. Let's look at the packages. Webpack, Webpack CLI, Webpack Dev Server. Packages. Enable versions. Let's update a lot in here. No, this is shared runtime. This is not the one I want to check. Check this one. OfficeJS in manifest. Let's move it to the latest version. HTML loader. File loader, maybe. Webpack plugin. OfficeJS. Babel. TypeScript. Let's update it as well. TypeScript loader. Source map loader. That's it. Let's see if we can still build. No, that's not what I wanted. types node. Package. Types. Let's compare what's in each of these. Webpack dev server, Webpack merge is not in here. Dev server, CLI, Webpack. Dev server, CLI, Webpack. TypeScript, TS-lint. TS-loader. Source map loader. Remref. That's React, but I don't want to include React in here. Offset in prettier config. Office Toolbox. What's the Office Toolbox? Google. Let's find the GitHub package for Office Toolbox. Office Toolbox is a set of tools for validating and side-loading Office add-in. It's not yet part of an official Office add-in toolchain, but allows you to bypass the manual steps for side-loading add-ins. If you prefer to use this official Office toolchain, see the documentation getting started with Office add-in as a side-loading add-in. That's the side-load thing. Cool. Open close. Add in prettier. Offset in lint. It's in there. Add in manifest. Provides the ability to parse, display, modify, and validate a manifest file for Office add-ins. Office add-in manifest info. That's used to check for validate it. So keep that in. Add in lint. Add in dev search. Add in debugger. Add in CLI. Then forget about the less stuff this time. Less HTML Webpack plugin. This one. HTML loader. File loader. Find process. Not sure if that's needed. ESLint config. Where were we? File loader. There. Extract text. Not sure why all of this is needed. Custom functions, metadata plugin, CSS loader. A lot of stuff that's not in the other one. Let's find the types. Webpack dev server. Webpack. Copy. React. Custom functions runtime. Functions runtime. Custom functions runtime. Office runtime. OfficeJS preview. npm build. Let's see what it's doing. Let's install first. CommonJ is still complaining. And this one is complaining. Clean web app plugin. It's never used. Yeah. Webpack. Oh. Keep doing that. Typing into the code. npm build. No. npm start. And it's crashing. So what I am missing here? ES version is 8. Probably don't have the lint stuff in there. Copy. Paste. What? File to paste has been deleted and moved since you copied. Yeah. Okay. Just delete this one, I think. Yeah, let's kill that. Copy, paste. There's still some issues. Let's see. Well, at least the button is over there. Open task pane and close task pane. I should change the types in here, like uppercase task, Google Office add in task pane. Oh. How's this showing in here? Show task pane, one word. I think it's nicer to call it task pane with capital T, like this. Actually running HTTPS local host 3000. No, it's not, because this is still not working. Disallow undeclared variables. So the require should be in. dev. FS is not used, I think. Never read here. Let's see if I get the packages. Let's add in dev search. Yes. No, come on. Package requires. There's package lock. It's generated, so let's go to this one. Should be okay. Dev search. Part of webpack config. So this one is completely different. It's in there, but it's not used in here. If I'm right. This is not used at all. Dev server. Plugins. Process. That's probably one of the packages in here. Process. No. Find process. Dev server. HTML Webpack plugin, HTML Webpack, this one, so this one should resolve at minimum. Copy, Google. Answer, no ESLint. Rename ESLint JSON. Or make sure ESLint config is specified in your package JSON. That's this one. That's not in there. tsconfig JSON. So the remark is, or make sure ESLint config is specified in your package. .json ESLint config. ESLint config. TSLint TypeScript. There's no ESLint at all in here. ESLint. A lot of ESLint in here. This one. Only in the log file, log.json. That's part of Office add-in lint. Okay. So what if I just throw this out? Delete. npm start. I still have the ESLint issues, I think. Requires true. Let's find out what's in here. This is the shared runtime. Logins, no needed. Source. Question is, why is this accepted? The other one's not. That's not needed. Let's see what's in here. Offset in task pane. Offset in task yet runtime. This should be the same as the file name, the folder. Something like this. To copy. Question if that's accepted. That's probably not allowed. Still not allowed. Name, that's a name. Description, no description. That's me. Scripts. Clean lint. Rimref. Dist and rimref cache. TS lint. It's a different one. Error require. Must be something simple. Yeah, this is you when building a backend using Node plus Express and hosted with use. My webpack config is divided into two, one for the backend, one for the front end. Come on, guys, how difficult can it be? No. But this one is using something different, like package, office lint something. Offset in lint. Offset in lint fix, okay. On the scripts, add the following and enable 3 actions. something new. Let's see if we can get some description of this. That's a different one. This should be part of the what file? Package JSON, lint fix. There's a script. Offset in prettier config. This one. Lint fix and prettier. Lint. Offset in lint check. Right. Lint fix. Offset in lint fix. Prettier. That's also in here. And the command for this was, let's see if that's doing something. Offsetting lint check. Office add in add in come on lint check. Huh? What? Okay. Must be in the source then. No. So why is that not working? Because the commands should be in there somewhere. I have no clue. But they require this one is found. But not for the common. So why is this one working? Path. Why path? How is this different? It's exactly the same. Webpack dev. No. Must be in a config somehow. could do something like rename this like this and just copy over the other one. Copy. Paste. That apparently is working now. For some strange reason. Login is not needed. Logout is not needed. Logout complete is not needed. Index functions. I'm not sure we need functions. Don't need login here. Don't need logout in here. Still don't know why this one is failing. Let's kill it as well. Copy. Paste. That's exactly what I did. Come on guys, get time. It's a React. I don't need React. Index.tsx. Functions connect, not used, I think. This one is important, the index. Custom functions. npm install. npm start. Starting dev server, but I think oh, it's still running. Okay. Unable to start a dev server. The dev server is gone now. That's never used. Let's see. Commands. start. So it's starting node, but it's immediately killed. So there's probably no localhost 3000 this time. No, failing. Maybe the... That's not related to the manifest, I think. What? This can't be right. Side loading the office server is not running. So what is going wrong here? Index HTML is not in here. That's the issue, I think. So I need the index in here. Copy. Part of the source. Yes, it is. Paste. Index HTML. Let's see what's in here. Copyright Microsoft. MIT. Framework. TypeScript. IE Edge. This is not right anymore. Title is just something like Excel. Open, close, task pane, demo. Something like that. JavaScript engine. Why is this not a preview? Oh, it is a preview. Container, HTML. What's in the... Why is this all green? Let's check the index TSX. Let's React. I didn't use the index TSX. Index.tsx. That's the app, but it's related to React, and I'm not using React. This is the same as what we see in here, index. Let's check this. HTML something, and then OfficeJS is loading, body is empty, HTML, and then command TS. Then we have the task pane. So where's task pane triggered? Task pane dot tsx. No, TypeScript. Yeah, in there. This is open close task pane. Commands. Entry. So this one is in the webpack config. Commands.ts. It will load this one. So if you compare it to the other one, the component commands, it's a shared runtime commands, a lot of commands in here. So let's copy this. No, let's first move the other thing over. This should be copy. Because this one is comparable with the index. Rename. Index. Compare it to this one. Index tsx. There's an office initialize icons. There's an action. Duplicate function. Because this is duplicate from this one. Yeah. This is the context in. Let's delete these. Go to the commands in here. Copy. Paste. Utilities, Office APIs helpers. So you should have some utilities in here. That's this one. Copy. next to source. So that's at this level. Now it's solved, I think. Yeah. Import from. We will take a lot of these items out here. Export function. This is all TypeScript. So data is no longer needed. So the controls, share time. This compared to the buttons. So disable start is obsolete. Enable start. No. Button sum. Button insert data. Disconnect service. Connect service. All done. Go to the manifest. That's the name of the thing. Open task pane. Share time, custom tab share time. That's called different in mine. Oh, it's still called share time. To the open open one, open project, yes. npm start. Let's see if we get a compile now. No, still not. My gateway is too strong. Wow. Testing. What? My gateway. My gateway. Testing. Yeah. This should be better, I think. I think I need to test my things a little bit better, my audio. Got it. But I don't have an add-in right now because my node is not running. Check. Why is it not working? Because I also missed the action, I think. Because the entry point is the manifest that will bring in these functions. That's in here. Enable adding start. Insert data. Open connect service. Disconnect service. Some data. Monitor sheet changes. I think the set connected is not needed. So it's opening index, I think. It should be fairly easy. Index HTML. Oh. And something's missing in here. No. Entry point, this one. It's in here. Functions, that in there. I'm missing the functions. There. This is HTML again. This is the state stuff. Copy. The source. Commands, components. Yeah, there's an app TSX. But this is all React, and I don't want to use React. But this is all the information for things like Office initialized. Copy. That's gone now. I think I removed a little bit too much. Let's try to follow it again. This one had the source map, task pane, commands. Task pane in here. CSS. Let me try go to see temp. Test. Yo, Office. Touch pane, JavaScript, test, Excel. We have to check how the index looks like without React. Okay. Try this code. Well, let's see there. See test code dot. Let's have a quick look. What's the time? Almost 1 a.m. Time to quit. So instead of index.html, it's now opening commands.html. And we have to find commands.html. That's done in here. So instead of this, oh, it's taking chunks. Okay. So instead of this, need to bring in the other project. Webpack config index, and this chunk is app. But we're going to do this differently. Where was it? In here. This should now be the open close instead of the index. And now we have the index in source, I think. Yeah. Source index.html. Should be index. Polyfill as commands. Oh, there's something wrong here. Comma. And then we have the polyfill. That's in this case. Test. Interesting, we have the same thing issue over here. Polyfill commands. It should not be commands anymore. Where's the test here? Commands. There. But that should be index.js, I think. Now let's go in here. Copy. also the beta? No. So the only difference here is beta, that's the body is empty. Okay. Body is empty at this place. Commands. Well, you can also change this over to just copy this. Copy. No, because this one is what we need. Oh, I should create a TypeScript version. Darn it. Okay, close this. Well, it's actually too late by now. It's 1 a.m. It's not really progress at this time. But let's wrap this up and continue with it next time. And see how we can do it a little bit better than this one. Because this one actually doesn't work. Let's try it again next time. Thanks for watching anyway. And let's wrap it up. And see you next time. Probably next week. Thursday. And otherwise a pop-up meeting in between. So, see you later and thank you for watching.